Hey yo, what is up everybody? It is your boy Twitch here. It's the Q&A video. I hope you guys all enjoy it. This is actually at the end of the video after I've edited and recorded everything. I accidentally deleted the first clip, the original intro. So let's do it. I didn't mean to do that, but let's get to the Q&A. So question number one is from Apollo. I got all my questions written down here on a notebook so I can put them up on the screen. I can't, it just doesn't work like that for me. So, he says, love the videos, my guy, but of all honesty, what made you start up a YouTube channel? And he also says, keep up the amazing work, my guy, with the smiling emoji, 3 of them. You guys will see it on the screen here, though. I screenshotted them and I will put them up on the screen. But, thank you for watching the videos. I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you like my content and that I make amazing work, so thank you for that. But he says, but of all honesty, what made you start up a YouTube channel? And that's, honestly, it's kind of a hard question because there's kind of two things to it that I want to explain what made me start up a YouTube channel. This is one of the questions that I really thought about hard. From day one, before I even had a YouTube channel, my grandmother, would always come down. She lived in Sault Ste. Marie, I lived in somewhere else, and she would always come down and she would bring her camcorder, and she would basically videotape us, me, my sisters, and all that kind of stuff, just playing in the yard. I'd show off my biking skills and whatnot, just me being a goof, just us being silly. And she was like a modern, like a early day vlogger before vlogging was really a thing. That basically from day one, I've always liked making videos and all that kind of stuff, but she was one of the main reasons why I started doing YouTube and why I like it so much today, especially vlogging. She was really one of the main things that I liked. She was a one of them that really sparked the interest of making videos. So big props to you, Grandma. But a modern day answer to that, why I've started doing YouTube. You guys all know, or at least you guys should know, that I started doing YouTube, doing food reviews and stuff like that. So Reckless Eating was one of the main group that wanted me to start doing that stuff. So I'll also put a link to their channel or something up here, to you guys go check them out or whatever. But Reckless Eating was one of the main reasons why I started doing food reviews and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question, Apollo. I want to give everybody a good explanation to their question in each question. So, this video is going to be pretty long. So, on to the next question. Next question is from Fear Freestyles. He says, hey bro, I've been having a good day and I hope you did too. That's awesome, dude. Glad you had a good day, and thanks for asking me. But his question is, but what kind of stuff do you like to do aside from gaming and stuff? I'm a pretty simple guy. As you probably know, you know me a little bit. You know what I mean. I'm a very simple guy, as I said. I don't do very much besides working when I do have a job. I recently quit my job back in July, so I'm not working at the moment, but I do intend to get one soon. Start making that money. But besides when I'm working, I like to play basketball. I like to watch movies. I like to watch YouTube. I like to do YouTube, but really I don't do much, man. I like go for walks. I like hanging out with my friends, going to the store, drinking Rockstar, drinking Red Bull. Hanging out with my friends, as I said, but really that's it, man. I don't do very much. So hopefully that answers your question. It's really not much to it. Question number 3, from Kevo Smith, though. He actually has 2 questions, but there was separate comments, so I'll make your own snap with the video. But his first question is, Kevo Smith, though, where in the world would you want to go, and do you think it will be a culture shock to you? That's a pretty tough question. Well, not really. Where in the world would I want to go? I'm gonna, depending on what part of the world you're talking about. There's a lot of places where I'd want to go. Honestly, I'd like to go to California, where you reside. I'd like to check out California and everything that's there, because I like to check out Sacramento, San Francisco, obviously Fort Bragg where you live, Los Angeles, Oakland, all that kind of stuff. There's so many places in California I want to check out, and I just that's probably California would be the #1 place I'd want to go. But otherwise in North America, at least in Canada, I would like to go visit British Columbia. That is definitely my #1 place in Canada I would like to visit. I just like to see the mountains and everything that's in British Columbia interests me. Vancouver, all that kind of stuff. So Vancouver would be or British Columbia would be a place I'd like to go to. And then outside of North America, either Mexico, the UK, or Japan. But would it be a culture shock to me? Probably the place that would be the most culture shocking would be Japan, just because they do everything so different than us. Not that the people are really all that different, but the way their way of life is a little bit different. Just by all the videos that I've watched, and their food culture, their media culture, everything like that, it's so much different than what us North Americans watch or live and do eat. I like sushi, so that's one of the big reasons why I want to go try traditional Japanese sushi. One of the big things. I like Pokemon. I like all that cool stuff that they're into, and it's just really, Japan would be sweet. Kevo Smithos, next question is, besides NBA, sorry, I butchered that question. Besides NBA and Supercross games, what games are you excited for the future? Obviously, I'm excited for the future NBA and Supercross games, but I'm excited for Watch Dogs 2. That game looks really cool. I've played the first and second one. Those are some of my favorite games. I'm excited for whatever Far Cry ends up doing in the future. Uncharted, Cyberpunk 2077, and really not much else at the top of my head, to be quite honest. But those are probably pretty much what I'm interested in, besides Supercross or moto games and NBA games. So hopefully that answers your question. Next question is from Hi Jax. Day has been great. That's awesome, man. I've been wondering, how has life been, and what are your plans for the future? Life has been quite interesting recently. Since I have Tourette's, and I have also many different mental disorders and whatnot that I don't really speak of on the channel. I have seasonal affect. I think it's a seasonal affective disorder, where in the winter time, especially this time of year, since Canada is really bad for winter, we don't have much daylight. We have maybe, it gets bright around 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock, and then it gets dark at 4:30, and it's pretty much pitch dark by 5. So we only have maybe 6 to 8 hours of daylight a day, not even. So it gets pretty depressing around 5 o'clock when it starts getting dark out, and I sometimes get into an emotional state. So especially around the Christmas time, I like to get in the festive spirit to get me out of that mood. So that's why I put up a wreath right here and some Christmas lights to get me a little bit in a better mood when I'm in the dark. So I'm trying to overcome the seasonal affective disorder. Overall, I'm doing all right. I'm pretty good, but besides that, it's here and there. So, but what are your plans for the future? I don't really know yet. As of right now, my main goal is to move out of my house, to eventually move out. I love my family to death. I love them. It has nothing to do with them, but just to move out of my house and become a better person. Not become a better person, but succeed more, get further as a person, as that makes sense. Try to progress as a person. I don't know why I'm saying that as a person so much, but you guys get the gist. I just want to become more of an adult and try to just be more of an adult. That's basically it. Like I'm turning 20 years old soon, so getting into preparing more as an adult, leaving the household would probably be the next step in the future for me. So hopefully that sort of answers your question. So thanks for the question, man. Alright, so next question is from James McFadden. What would you do if you won the lottery with that emoji? What would I do if I won the lottery, man? It really depends on what the amount of lottery, what amount of lottery it is, like money-wise. If it was per se a $1 million lottery, just a basic $1 million lottery, it's kind of tough to say because obviously I wouldn't be selfish with it. I wouldn't go blow it on random stupid shit. But I'd probably give each member of my family $100K. Make sure my little brother is good for life. Not good for life, but good for probably get his college fund taken care of. I'd give my sisters $100K. I have 2 sisters, so $300K towards my siblings. Give my parents $100K each, and make sure they're good for maybe the next year or 2, if they spend the money wisely. But they should be good with $100K. But that's what I would do with $100K, with a $1 million lottery per se. If that's what we're talking about, the lottery, just a normal lottery kind of deal. So that would be $500K right there. So I'd basically split half with my family and keep the rest of the money for myself to buy, probably to put myself through college and get myself a car, and then rest to maybe get a nice little snow machine or something like that. But that was probably what I'd do with the lottery. I'd probably buy myself a dirt bike, then make sure all my gaming stuff is taken care of, and then whatever's left over, it would just be extra. So that's probably what I would do if I would win the lottery. Help out my family, and then rest on myself. So that'd be it. Maybe I'd splurge on my friends a bit, like not in that way, but to just help them out and with their stuff and whatnot. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. Thanks for the question. The next question from the Afrolution, my boy. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm glad you commented on this video. Honestly, I didn't think you would, so I will link you this video so you can watch it, and so you can watch this part of the video. My boy, I love you, the Afrolution, man. Your music is freaking awesome. I appreciate you commenting on this video. And he says, question: what is your favorite music genre and some of your best artists? I love this question because I never speak about my music interest on this channel, so this is the time to do it. So what is my favorite music genre? Rap, man. I listen to rap. A lot of stuff rap I'm interested in. And but my music genre, rap. I like, normal rap, like Snoop Dogg, Drake, Lil Wayne, Eminem. But I personally really like aggressive rap. Like Josiah, a lot of the unknown guys, or not unknown, but a little less, I guess you can say less known. I like Scarlord, if you guys know who that is. I'll leave pictures up on the screen and whatnot. Scarlord, Josiah, Craig Zen, Tankhead, Suicide Boys, all that kind of stuff. Aggressive rap. I'm gonna get hate for this, but some 6ix9ine. But overall, like I like aggressive rap. Overall, I like, obviously the Afrolution. You are a sick ass dude. I love your music. Everybody go check him out. I'll leave his picture on the screen here, so you can check him out. But yeah, that's basically it, man. Hopefully that answers your question. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty long video, but there will be more questions. But this is the last question for this part of the video. This day that I'm recording. Next question has 3 parts to it. So this one is going to be a good chunk of the good part of the video. It's from Gunza Gaming, my boy. I appreciate you for commenting. He says, my questions: who is your favorite moto rider? Ooh, that's a good question. That's also a very common question. But if we're talking about AMA and then MXGP, that's a tough one because I don't. Probably in the AMA Supercross series, probably Chad Reed. Gotta go with the OG. I love Chad Reed, man. He's freaking sick. He's kind of on the downfall, but he's still killing it. But that's, yeah. Or Malcolm Stewart, Eli Tomac. Austin Forkner, Adam Steen, Cerullo, just some notable names. Justin Brayton, but probably my favorite motor riders, AMA, is Chad Reed. But MXGP, I don't know much on the MXGP side, but I'm going to have to say Jorge Prado Garcia or Jeffrey Hurlings. I got to give props to Antonio Cairoli, though. He is a legend in the MXGP scene. Romain Fevre, I know I'm naming off a lot of the main guys, but I like what's his name? Tim Geiger, I don't know. But yeah, that's what's on the top of my head. But probably my favorite AMA rider would be Chad Reed, and MXGP Jeffrey Hurlings. You just got to give props to those guys. So yeah. So I'm gonna do your questions all in one part. So your next question is: would you ever want to move to a big city? Man, that's a tough question. That's yes and no, because there's obviously pros and cons to living in a small town like I do, and living in a big town per se, like big city like Winnipeg or Toronto. But living in a big city, probably not. As much as it would be nice to be able to do everything in a big city, if your definition of a big city is like Winnipeg, Toronto, Vancouver, Regina, anywhere like that in Canada, I'm thinking of like Canadian big cities, not like a city like Los Angeles or stuff like that. But to move to a big city, probably not. Just because I hate traffic, I hate lights. My town of Bombertown has no lights in it, so that's good. It literally has no stoplights, and then in Red Lake, there's only one at the corner. So yeah, I just hate traffic. I don't like people. A lot of the times, people are just stupid in big cities. I don't like dealing with drunks at the corner, people bumming smokes or trying to ask like that left and right. It's just big cities aren't my thing. And even though some of that stuff is here where I live, but it's nowhere near as much as it's going to be in a big city. So I don't think a big city's for me. But maybe a smaller city, per se, like Dryden, which is a town, or very barely classified as a city. That's about 3 hours away from me. So maybe a small city, but not a big city like Winnipeg or Toronto. This is going to be a long video. Oh my god. And his last question is, what's your personal favorite video that you have ever uploaded? So I'll probably this video, vlog number 13, the buzzer beater video. That one was a really fun video of mine. I loved making that one. That was probably my favorite video that I've ever uploaded to the channel. Just because the buzzer beater was so cool. We obviously didn't make it professionally. My videos aren't very professionally made, but I tried to put the best editing and effort into each video. But probably the vlog number 13, the buzzer beater vlog, yeah, I think that'd probably be my favorite video that I've ever uploaded. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, and we'll carry on to the next questions whenever I get some more. Alrighty guys, so we're back with the second part, but still the same video of the Q&A video. I'm going to make this with as many questions as possible, with as in-depth answers as I possibly can. So we're back with 2 more questions. I ended up getting 2 more questions on the Q&A video, so let's get to it right now. Actually, before we get to that, I'm going to take a sip from my giant ass jug of water. Alright, just to cleanse the palate and get my voice ready for this part of the video. Okay, so we got another question coming in from Logan Boyd, my good buddy. He has 2 questions, and he says, question, how the Raptors gonna do this year? And that's a good question, because They have a lot of depth on the court this year, with the addition of Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, which he is crazy. He clamped up Kawhi Leonard in one of the Clippers games they had. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is a crazy ass player. He's an awesome dude. I like how he's playing. I like Terrence Davis. He's good at shooting the ball. There's a lot of good players on the team this year. It would have been nice to still have Kawhi, but I think that the Raptors are gonna do good. I think they'll be definitely in the playoffs. Probably with maybe something above 50 wins, I'm thinking. But we'll see. And then question, Rick and Morty, yes or no? And this may be sacrilegious if that's the right word. I've never watched Rick and Morty. Never really cared. Maybe that's something I should. If you're watching this, Logan, let me know. Should I watch Rick and Morty? Or anybody that's watching this video, should I watch Rick and Morty? Is it worth watching? Is it good? I really don't know. I've just heard the meme, Pickle Rick! But that's really it. So, hopefully that answers your questions. Yes, I think the Raptors are going to do good. And no to Rick and Morty. Even though I wouldn't knock it, I would watch it, but I just never have. So, yeah. And coming in with another question, Shady Cyclone / Rinsable Water. My good buddy, hope you're doing well, man. One great question. Since we will be going into the 2020s, what long-term goals do you have, and what things do you want to remember from the 2010s? That's a deep question, honestly. This one might take a little bit of answering, but I'm going off the top of my head with these questions, so what I say is kind of what is coming up at the beginning of my mind. I really don't know, but yeah. So going into 2020s, what long-term goals do I have? If we're going on within the next 10 years, throughout the next decade, I plan in the 2020s to still be doing YouTube. Hopefully to be anywhere from the 1,000 subscriber mark. I'm hoping to obviously be making a lot higher quality content within that time. But if we're talking like, you know, being an adult in the 2020s, I hope to have my own house. I hope to be married, hopefully. Have, you know, maybe a kid. I really don't know. I mean, I'm going to be 30 by the end of the decade, so that's well in the next 10 years ahead of me. So I could be I definitely want a house. That's one of my main priorities, is to have a house and living either with somebody, be married, or have a long-term relationship by then. Hopefully above a couple years. But that's basically my long-term goals as of right now. Hopefully being good credit, but definitely to have a house, to have a significant other, and maybe not have kids, but that's somewhere in the books along the line. But yeah, those are my long-term goals, and hopefully to possibly retire my parents one day. That's probably way past 2020s, but hopefully one day I'll get to retire my parents so they never have to work again. But then what do I want to remember from the 2010s? Sorry, I keep wiping my nose. That was the same issue with the first part of the video. Kept wiping my nose. But what do I want to remember from the 2010s? And man, there's a lot I want to remember, but nothing that comes to the top of my head really. This last year has really sucked. 2019 has sucked really bad. A lot of family members passing away this year, which has been really tough on the family, especially my dad, but because they're all on his side of the family, and I really feel bad. But what do I want to remember from the 2010s? Obviously, a lot of the friends that I made, especially you, Shady, um, you know, your brother, all, you know, my friend Malcolm, Lyndon, Shane, all these people that I would love to remember, and obviously I will never forget because they've all been significant parts of my life. I would love to remember all the, you know, Christmases I've had from the 2010s. All, like, you know, my graduation of high school, and I'm graduating grade 8. It's hard to pinpoint my the significant events in the last 10 years, but probably playing for the high school basketball team for a couple months, doing the workouts, getting in shape. I'll never forget losing almost 80 pounds this year. That was really awesome. I unfortunately put most of it back on, but it was awesome to be able to get fit get more fit. So that was pretty good. And yeah, so hopefully that answers your question, or your 2 questions here. And I spent about almost 5 minutes on this question, so there you go, man. Okay, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this Q&A video. I've put all the clips together and edited it all already, this video. I just have to put in this last clip here, and it's gonna be a long video by the looks of things, so I'm gonna stop it here. When I put everything together, I was kind of scared because I'm like, oh crap, how am I gonna upload this? And I don't even know if I can get the Lindens anytime soon. So I might just have to upload this tonight, overnight, and see how long it takes to upload. So I'm kind of scared to see how long it's gonna take to upload, but hopefully it turns out alright. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video at any point in time, be sure to drop a like, thumbs up. It doesn't hurt anybody, it's free. Maybe even consider subscribing. That would help out the channel a lot, help our growth, and hopefully get somewhat recommended by YouTube. I'm not sure about YouTube, man. YouTube's in a wacky spot right now, so who knows? And maybe turn on those post notifications so you can stay up to date with all my current and future content. So that's been it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys later. Peace out. Okay, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this Q&A video. I've put all the clips together and edited it all already, this video. I just have to put in this last clip here, and it's gonna be a long video by the looks of things, so I'm gonna stop it here. When I put everything together, I was kind of scared because I'm like, oh crap, how am I gonna upload this? And I don't even know if I can get the Lindens anytime soon. So I might just have to upload this tonight, overnight, and see how long it takes to upload. So I'm kind of scared to see how long it's gonna take to upload, but hopefully it turns out alright. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video at any point in time, be sure to drop a like, thumbs up. It doesn't hurt anybody, it's free. Maybe even consider subscribing. That would help out the channel a lot, help our growth, and hopefully get somewhat recommended by YouTube. I'm not sure about YouTube, man. YouTube's in a wacky spot right now, so who knows? And maybe turn on those post notifications so you can stay up to date with all my current and future content. So that's been it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys later. Peace out. Hey yo, what is up everybody? It is your boy TWITCHII here. I hope you guys are all doing well and having a friggin' awesome day wherever you guys in the world. Welcome back to the Q&A video.